morning to the grind, man. I know you got up this morning. You get up. God woke us up. Amen this morning. Oh, man, I got to say that this morning I'm just super fired up. 10 toes hit the floor, man. I'm up and running. I'm grateful to God for another day, and I get to get up in the morning and say hello around the world, just to get the day going. The Grindology101 Podcast is here to inspire, motivate, and encourage on just today to get some things going. And I started my day this morning off with an amazing conference already. This is the Grindology101 Podcast. So guess what? Well, today we're going to be talking about look at things from the Eagles' point of view. Mr. J.P. Watkins Mukes, amazing training this morning. I just had to follow it up just to share some things about overcoming them circumstances and situations. We're going to get right into it this morning, man. It's about getting up, getting to it. If you're not up already, you got to get up. And if you got to get up, that means you got to catch up, man. We see you right back on the other side of this. If you ain't up, it's time to get up. And if they said you can't do it, look at it from another point of view.
When everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more, it's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. They look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
Get away from these people that's in your life that ain't doing nothing. Get away from people in your life that's hating. Get away from them. Get away from them. If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming, because it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out. Ain't nothing wrong with the seed. The seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become.
Anytime you move from being normal to trying to be exceptional, people aren't going to like that shit. Those normal people, it makes them feel like shit, so they're going to judge you.
And that's why every true leader, they're called weird. They're called eccentric. When you do the things of real leadership, you're going to be called strange. Get strong enough in your own skin that when people laugh at you or when they throw stones at you, you keep on going.
I respect any motherfucker that wakes up every day and work their ass off to live their life and lifestyle. Clubbing, partying, hanging out, that ain't for me. I'm gonna be out here running in the hot sun, practicing. While everybody else is clubbing and hanging out, you got your focus right.
Don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect it to make sense to anybody why you've got to do this, why you have got to go, why you leave. This is a good job. I'm going. They pay you well. I'm going. Why? I don't understand. You don't have to. I'm going for me. This is something I have got to do. How are you going to make it? I don't know, but I will. The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment. That business that you want, that book you want to write, that dream that you have of controlling your destiny, that is yours. That's available to you. But you've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment, not have support, be lonely, doubt yourself sometimes, be rejected again and again and again, become bankrupt if necessary, again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up.
Life will always be, to a large extent, what you make it, not what circumstances will make of it, not what other people will make of it, not what other people say it will be, not what the environment will try and dictate to you, but what you make of your life. So when you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you.
If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all. What else is available to me?
People are going to think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You're out here talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. It takes guts, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.
Instead of killing them with kindness, torture them with success.
We heard all our lives, to overcome, kill them with kind, be nice, and all those things. I love what he said, though. If you're tenacious, if you really got something that you really got to get done, you're going to be tenacious about it. And it ain't sometimes kind. It's sometimes not cool. Sometimes people not going to like it, and when they don't like it, sometimes you got to have that Kobe Bryant kind of mentality. My man, he says, he'll make an enemy out of you. Just, you might not have said anything, but sometimes you need a certain kind of drive. So with that, torture with success. First, they'll ask you, why are you doing it? Why would you do that? Well, you got this, you got that, you could do this, you could do that, but that's what you could do, what they think you could do. So why would you do this when I guess they say you should be doing that? But you're an eagle. You see far. You looking down the road. You're looking at, and I'm in a situation today at 50, half 100, and I'm in a good position, but it's inflation, things are changing. I want to make sure. So you may be having a further viewpoint than somebody that's telling you what you should be doing today. So you have to be that eagle and be tenacious and say, you know what, I'm going this way. You're going into the storm. And I'm going into the storm like the eagle. The eagle goes into the storm to lift above the storm. Seems crazy, but guess what? The other birds get washed away. Let's wash them away. You got to do what you got to do, man. Don't let nobody tell you what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Like that eagle, he's going to protect that nest. He's going to make sure that he's looking a lot further ahead than others, birds, because he's higher than other, and he can see further, and he's committed. So let's talk about them eagles. Stand by.
It's the mentality of an eagle. I often ask myself, what differentiates those who wish for better outcomes and those who do something about it? What separates the dreaming from the progress and the wishing from the reality? Sure, life is complex. There are a lot of moving parts to understand. But I think this element is simple. Those who build things in life are willing to not only see a reality that hasn't yet materialized, but they also understand that in a world of no, they have to be the yes. They have to believe in their ability to drive towards finish lines that no one else sees. And see, meaning cannot come to fruition without that discomfort. Or as Nietzsche put it, one must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star, and that's just it. Most people see what is, most people conform, they do not create. To change something means you have to be the metaphorical eagle amongst pigeons, flying above all that, everyone, everything else, superseding the limiting beliefs that shackle others to their one-dimensional realities. But most importantly, it means you can see. You can see what no one else can. You have line of sight to what no one else understands. See, in this world, no one walks up to you on the street, puts their arm around you and says, hey kid, that dream, follow that, because I can tell you're going to do big things. No one says, hey, that business idea, you're going to thrive next year, I know it. That relationship, it's going to happen. That level of fitness, oh, I can see it already. Nope. People see what's right in front of them. And as it pertains to you and your world, your life, people are those pigeons. And so that leaves you with a choice. Do you accept that? Do you blend in, take the scraps you're allowed to consume, the crumbs laid out in front of you, or do you step back and acknowledge that this is going to be tough, this is going to hurt, it's going to push me further as a person than I've ever been pushed? But you know what I get in return? That view. I get to live above the clouds with those who don't wait in line. No, they become the main attraction. They transform what is into what will be, because the world, it has a way of ensuring that we really want what we say we do. Greatness in any area of life is reserved for those willing to carry forward when most would turn back. To build a bridge to something greater when most people point out that your bridge is not connected to anything, that it's a waste of time, it's trivial, useless, irrational. Good. Changing your life in the world around you has to be irrational. Taking the status quo and shaking it, saying, I'm going to alter this landscape, is irrational. But from irrationality comes the future. So when you feel like the world is against you, when you have an uphill battle to climb, when there are a million reasons for you to turn around, understand that this is nothing more than an indicator that you are right where you need to be, against the current, bringing something new to life. See, if it were easy, it would already exist. But changing your life, that makes you an architect of the unseen. So build on the days you want to build, on the days you don't build. When they understand, build. And when they assume you've altogether lost your mind, build. Sure, it's not easy, but it's worth it. And when tomorrow comes, and it looks a lot different from today, when you've grown, evolved, transformed, and you look back and don't even recognize the person you once were, that won't be because you listened to the chirping of the doubters and the naysayers. It won't be because when strangers told you to give up, you packed your bags and went home. No, it will be because you rose above all that. They saw empty space and you saw a world undiscovered. They saw your head in the clouds while you built those castles in the air. You were always on a trajectory to something greater. You didn't need to convince them. You needed to convince yourself. To unlock the shackles and take to the sky, leave everything that once held you down behind. This isn't about anyone else. It's about the conversation between you and the horizon that awaits.
It's about the conversation you have with you and you. That's what it comes down to, you and you. That ego, what do you talk to you about when things are tough? When it just seems like you're right in the middle of the storm. It should have went this way, but it went that way. So who is that? I'm going to share something to this morning that's amazing testimony of fortitude, of stick-to-itiveness, of no excuses, of showing that they're just beautiful life that we can trounce over every single day. Every single day. This young woman, I'm going to show you her story. KeJohnna Williams, the Hope Coach. I've had her on my podcast a couple of times. She's amazing. I'll let her tell her story, but you watch this story and you think about your own story. And you think about the excuses that we make. And it kind of removes almost every excuse that you could think of for what we have access to. But do we access what we have access to? Stand by.
I'm the Hope Coach, KeJohnna Williams, your messenger of hope and inspiration. And I was blessed to be born without arms and impaired use of my legs.
1 in 5 Americans has some kind of disability. The notion that hiring someone with a disability is more of a burden than an opportunity.
Donald Trump provoking fresh outrage. This time, the Republican frontrunner is accused of mocking a reporter who has a physical disability.
I'm the Hope Coach.
The Hope Coach.
The Hope Coach. You want some hope? I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Today I am an internationally known Les Brown Platinum speaker, author, mentor, businesswoman, humanitarian, and CEO of KeJohnna Williams Outreach.
Lord have mercy.
God almighty. You know, most people would have given up after going through what I've gone through, but I'm still here. I'm still standing. Why? Because I was born to win. I've experienced abortion, motherhood, and as I said, a stroke. But guess what? I'm still here. So I'm telling you today, whatever it is you want to do in your life, I challenge you today to do it.
But when God came in your life, did he take care of that which psychologists couldn't take care of?
Lord have mercy. My mother told me there was nothing that I could not do. And I am so grateful to God that he allowed me to be born this way for such a time as this, to help people all over the world.
You were actually taught how to use other parts of your body to compensate for the fact that you did not have your arms. Can you share that?
Yes, actually I was trained as a baby to use my feet as if they were my hands.
You're a mother, you're a wife, you're a fabulous friend, but you also draw. I'm amazed by this. These are your sketches. Tell me about them.
She actually draws portraits with her toes.
The world said, Tawana, you can't, you won't. But I said, oh yes I can. I can believe it, I can achieve it, and I'm going to do it. And I did it. The producers from the Judge Hatcher Show, they contacted me and said, we heard about you. We have a troubled team that needs some help, and we need you. And I said, yes. Somebody ain't been fighting enough.
Come on, man.
Ain't somebody not been swinging enough.
Come on.
Better fight for what you want.
Come on.
I decree and declare right now in the name of Jesus that you shall live and not die.
You are the example in my book of a world changer.
Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Yes, I am.
You're a world changer.
Yes, I am.
KeJohnna Williams, the Hope Coach, amazing. I haven't had a chance to meet her personally, but we've had some great conversation. I'm talking about somebody that can encourage. You know, what excuse could you have? Amazing in itself. So I thought I'd share that. We'll be having her back on again. Shout out to you out there doing your thing with the Colonel and her amazing husband right there side by side, man, making a difference around the world, man. So there again, who are you in the trenches? Who are you when it comes down to it? You know, what do you do when what you said you would do in a time of comfort now is presented, the time to do it in a time of adversity? Do you still do it? That's how it goes. Hey, man, we're going to get back into it. Here's a quick one right here. I believe that in the morning when you wake up a little bit early, when you get up a little bit more motivated, man, you got your calendar. You know, you ready to tackle the day. You got appointments. You know, you set up. Or you believe that you will get the appointment. You're gonna get that call. Whatever it is that you've been working towards, you do it for a reason. That you get up a little bit earlier than the other person. The other person in the mirror. Forget about the other people. What about the other person in the mirror? You know, directly. Yesterday, KeJohnna, did you put all your work into what you said you were going to do? Did you give the best of yourself to did you do what you said you were going to do? You know, all around. That's a person. So again, each and every morning, if you think about it, I get calls, texts through the day, you know, so some way we've made an impact, it inspired somebody, motivated somebody to do a little bit different, or put a little bit different approach towards what they want through the day. But momentum builds upon itself. The earlier you can capture it, the more of it you can sustain through the day. It cannot be another way. It's only mathematical kind of law, you know, the spirit. Thank you, God, man. It's going to be an amazing day. Amazing things start happening. Some of the best to ever do it. Steve Harvey has an amazing way to deliver that right there. It's like two people, you know. He says, one, you know, hey man, it's going to be one of those bad days. Let's get to work. One, he says, well, you know, it's going to be an amazing day. Today's going to be my day. And get to work. The secret, it's all, baby, in the word, somewhere in the word, it says that, you know, there it is. Let's get back into it again. I want to say that if you get up in the morning and you get up a little bit later than other people in your industry, then you got to get up. Not only get up, but you got to get up and you got to catch up. That's the deal with it. And you don't want to have to get up, scramble to work, and catch up. Now that's work. But in business, if you got to get up and scramble and get yourself together in business, man, and you consistently do that in the industry of entrepreneurialism, yeah, you got to, you know, it's going to be a hard way to win. Here's a cure. Get up early.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. They say, listen, one day the world's going to know who I am. One day I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm going to put the biggest parties. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Yet, instead of staying at the office on Friday night, you call your friends and you go party. Instead of waking up Saturday morning to go to the gym, you sleep until 10 o'clock. Instead of reading the book on Sundays, you kick back and watch movies all day long. The reality is very simple. Those who win big, they do four things right. They sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. And they do it over and over and over again until their dreams become a reality.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness. You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
You still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding.
Every single day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed and dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
You need to walk through the mud and life, guys, if you ever want to get to the higher ground. The higher ground is where you look in the mirror and you have respect, and you went through the work, the sweat equity of it all. And the end product is something you travel, a legacy of life that you put your signature to, that means something. You're not speaking hollow words. You're backing those motherfuckers up with that.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunts. That's what we do for a living.
I still grind. I love the grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you.
You have to be willing to work in places people don't see.
While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working.
There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. So make that a motivation for you.
And mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like. Why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. And stop when you're giving your all. You know, that's the end of the day. Mr. Bradley, Donald Bradley, founder, CEO of Planet Marketing, say, don't go to sleep, you fall asleep. You know, get back up on it. Take brief power breaks. Get back up on it. I don't know what it is that you might have to do, but it's probably if you're behind, think about it. How are you going to be behind and do the same thing that everybody else that's ahead is doing? I want to know the answer to that. It's almost in business development, you almost become some sort of a coach and consultation, and you fill in different visions, brand development, and those kinds of things. But I've come to see it in entrepreneurs, business owners, all kinds of stuff is the sporadic approach to what they say they want, and unavailability to show up for what they said they would do to get what they want, which means you have the appointment, you set the appointment, you keep the appointment. You got to follow through. You follow what we all miss. There's no perfection. It's just hit miss. You know, I've missed appointments. That we all have things. What I want to say is, if you're not astute to what you said you wanted to do and what you were, you know, fighting forward to do, and you told the world that you would do, I'm just saying, do it. That's it. You know, do it. As we get ready to close out, man, we're going to talk about a couple of partners in success. Got to give a shout out to the amazing Vera Thomas out there in Georgia. She's doing an online amazing summer instilling greatness of summer camp online. And in her own words, tell you a little bit about it as we close out with our partners in success. Stand by.
Hi, this is Vera Thomas. It's been brought to my attention that my registration form is not working properly. And so I apologize for any inconvenience. And as a result of those inconvenience, and also because of those 19 children that lost their lives senselessly in Uvalde, Texas, I am offering a special rate for this camp, $97 per child. You will also receive a gift, How to Diffuse Misbehavior. And again, this is in honor of those children. I work with children that age, and it just broke my heart to see them die senselessly. So in honor, this camp is a special camp at a special rate to honor those children. So sign up today at bit.ly/greatness camp. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to working with your children. Have a great day.
Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level. We're going to get ready to get on out of here. Like as I stayed in Texas for a little while, so you might have heard a drawl in there right there. We're going to get ready to get on out of here, right? And this has been an amazing morning. I hope that we've been able to impact somebody's life this morning with just a little sense of direction, a little sense of motivation, inspiration, encouragement, whatever the case is, man, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I'm going to tell you, it's proof and fact that we could do it, because if we weren't here, there'd be nothing to do. So why are we here? Because we could do it. And let's do it. I'll see you on the other side, man. God bless. Have an amazing day on purpose. Not the worst, but the work. See you then.